This flock of sheep in Lower Saxony has a visitor from the city, a fashion design student from Hanover's University of Applied Sciences. She's here to learn about wool from the source itself.
Ja, das ist Revi. Wir gehen ein bisschen in die Hocke, okay. Dann haben die nicht so viel Angst. Jetzt kommen sie. Oh.
Elise Wormenor is working with sheep farmer Doris Ripke on a project for her final exam in fashion design.
I'm just fascinated by the regionality and the land and people. And I think it would be really interesting to find a more modern form for this material. Just to see what happens and how you can take wool, which is regional, and do something completely different with it. Something modern that embodies the spirit of the times.
Doris can provide a suitably regional material, the wool from her Gotland sheep. The sheep shearer comes by in the spring and harvests the rich winter's crop of wool. The wool is washed and then combed on a 100-year-old carding machine. It took some time for Doris to warm up to the design student's proposal.
I've worked with students a few times before, so I thought, what is she trying to do? What does she want? Am I supposed to bring my sheep into the city? But Elise wouldn't give up. After a quarter of an hour, I said, okay, I guess we can try this out. You can come over for a visit.
The two women worked together to develop the fabric Elise had envisioned for her final project.
In terms of the feel, it's very close to what I had in mind. Maybe we can try to get it just a bit softer, a little more in the direction of a more pliable material.
The fabric is to be a blend of wool and silk fibers.
I just think this blend, this contrast is exciting. It's a way of bringing the industrial products and the handcrafted ones a step closer together. I think it would be nice to get a graphic design on this dress or on this silk, so we could try to come up with an abstract pattern.
Doris produces a type of felt with the wool fibers. Felting is an ancient technique of textile manufacture.
With felting, I think it's fascinating how you experience the handicraft aspect. You actually see how this fabric and texture is produced.
Doris sprinkles a water and olive oil soap mixture onto the wool fibers. Then she rolls it up to match the fibers into a soft pre-felt.
It's already a fabric.
Elise cuts the pieces out for her pattern. The two women experimented with the material for months. The new material has to be tested for how it feels against the skin. The designer has made a prototype dress in the Hanover University studio.
Okay, now take a couple of steps towards me. Thanks. Now turn around, slowly, just like that. Fine. This is a very fluffy material that you really can't plan with. You have to see how it behaves and try it out on a model. You have to see it in motion to see how it's going to behave on the body. That's why I keep referring back to the drawings, to see how it's moving and get an idea of how we can alter it.
Then comes the photo shoot for the concept book. The photos have to be submitted with the final project. Elise has been working on her final project for 6 months now.
From the side, it looks quite nice.
The young designer has been working professionally for some time, but only now has she come around to taking her exam. And then she'll have to see what comes next.
I thought the last one was very good, the one you just had on. Yes, I could imagine starting my own label, though not in the near future. But I can well imagine continuing in this vein, maybe in collaboration with a partner.
When dealing with wool, sheep are reliable partners. Elise Wormenor credited them in her collection's name, Sheep and Chic.
Dreh dich mal so ein bisschen zum Licht noch mit dem Oberkörper. Nee, so rum. Genau.
She's already had inquiries from fashion houses. Smart clothes made of natural fibers are in right now.